uniquely the same. Welcome. Glad you're here. And I'm sure we'll be interviewing Sam again. Samantha is a singer-songwriter, for those of you who don't know. How did you get into songwriting, Sam?
Well, I've always loved music. I come from a very musical family, at least on my dad's side, because my dad's pretty musical, and all of his other 4 brothers, they're all pretty musical, and his dad was pretty musical. In fact, they used to have they had a quartet. My grandpa and 3, my dad and 2 of my uncles. It was called Pop and the 3 Corns. That's the Hasselbusch humor for you.
Oh my gosh, I see where you get it from.
The very punny, very punny. But yeah, so my dad always got me like into music, like ever since I was 5 or 6 years old, and I'm 32 now.
That's lovely.
Yeah. But so I've always been into music. I started writing. I dabbled into songwriting like when I was in probably 4th or 5th grade. In fact, we had a contest. It was called the Reflections Contest. I think it might be a national contest. But they had all sorts of every year they would have a theme, and they would have all sorts of different people could enter artwork, poems, music. I remember in 4th grade the theme was "Wouldn't it be great if?" And so for that one, I did this whole little, I was into like space and astronomy and all that at that time, and I did a song about like, wouldn't it be great if we could get into our cars and press a special button and travel up to Mars? I don't remember the song now, but don't remember all of it, but yeah. And then my 5th or 6th grade year, I did a song called Suddenly I Turn Around and I Could See. I don't think that you have ever probably heard that song.
I don't never
Let's
heard
see
it.
if I have the karaoke for it. I think I do. But anyhow, so the song was called See All There Is to See. And my mom had actually come up with the idea. She's like, as the theme was Suddenly I Turned Around and she goes, why don't you do like Suddenly I Turned Around and I Could See? And I was like, oh. And I didn't think at the time about how the song mirrored life to a degree, because in the first couple of verses of it, I talk about how I can't see this, I can't see that. But then in the last 3 verses, I talk about like, but I have all these other senses. So it all pretty much kind of comes around. But suddenly I realized like I can see all there is to see, just in a different way.
And how old were you when you did that?
6th grade, so 12, 13.
So when did you lose your sight, Sam?
I lost my vision when I was 8. I had been visually impaired for my entire life, but so I knew Braille and all that stuff, so that was at least helpful.
So you were partially sighted, but I guess low vision enough.
Low vision enough,
that the large print wasn't going to work out.
No.
Okay.
I could only read like billboard size print. So,
So do you have the music to see all there is to see?
I believe so. Let me just double check. I believe I do. This little machine is fabulous because it's got everything on it that I
How much
need.
storage is there in there?
In the machine itself, I think there's 128 megabytes, but I use a jump drive, so the jump drive is 16 gigabytes.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the day when I put something on here that tells me you have no more room, because I never delete stuff off of it.
We are